which I don't know that she does. Unfortunately, this is as low as the tripod goes. I would love to get it lower so that we can see more of your beautiful face. Like, oh wait, no, this is it. This is as low as it goes. All right, Leia. Hey, Daryl Lloyd, what's going on? Hey, Spatial. Happy Tuesday, everyone. It is a baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry she's not facing the camera, Taters. I'm doing the best I can. Hey, Mom's the boss. Animation Station. We got Musica. We got Mark Brand. We got your girl. Hey, Maggie. Hey, Briar. How's everybody holding up? What's new? How's life? Fill me in. No, Archer. Yeah, I'm sorry. He's actually getting groomed right now. He's at the groomers. Hello from melting Warrington, England. Jason, you know that my entire family's from Warrington, right? Specifically Penketh. Have I told you this before? Have we had this conversation? Have we talked about Warrington before? Snake says, "Love your vids." Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. Yamini says, "I was just watching one of your old vids, or one of your old lives, and here you are. Here I am." No, Archer's not maimed. He's at the groomers right now. So many people from different places. Yeah. Carolina's from Poland. Sky Jellyfish is from across the street. Your girl says you're British. Not really. No, I was born and raised in the U.S., but my dad was British, and so literally half of my family is from there. I am a British citizen. I have a passport, but that doesn't mean anything. Literally yesterday, I found a Persian cat that looks like someone owns it on the street, and I took her home and cared for her for a few hours, and we managed to bring her back to her owner, thankfully. That's amazing, Spatial. That's amazing. Thank you for doing that. You saved a life. Hello. And I love your vids. And your dogs are so cute. Thank you, Cheese Terminator. Hello from South Jersey, near Philly. My sister lives in Philly, Isabel. What are you guys doing for I've not asked her this. What are you doing for the 250-year anniversary of the United States on the 4th? Sounds like it'll be a shit show. Sam Loves Ham says, "It's my son's birthday today. He is 3, and one of his vocal stems is Leia, 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 Archer, Archer, Archer." I love that. That's so cute. That's really cute, Sam. Thank you for sharing. Also, sorry. Sorry for introducing that into your home. I apologize. I'm sure you're sick of hearing their names, but in like an endearing way, you know. Can you say hi to Leia for me from Michigan? I can. Leia, Will in Michigan says hi. Where did Leia and Archer get their names? Leia is from Star Wars, and Archer is from the cartoon show Archer. He's named after Sterling Mallory. So, sedating my dog because fireworks. Yeah, that's fair. Jaden. Yeah. Archer and Leia aren't afraid of fireworks. It's lovely. It's wonderful. I feel really lucky. They sleep on the deck during the fireworks. Hi there, beautiful girl and boy and their dad. Well, sweet stuff. I'm sorry, Archer's not here right now. He's getting groomed. So that is how you get ants. Do you want ants? Because that's how you get ants. 4th of July is my grand's birthday, turning 90. Well, happy birthday, Ryan's grand. Sorry to hear about your air conditioning compressor. When will it be fixed? I don't know when it will be fixed. They said soon. Um, for those of you who don't know, I posted about this on Insta stories today, but the AC repair guy came this morning and he was like, "Yeah, you need a new compressor. We got a new compressor 3 years ago, and already this one's blown." So, um, and it's going to cost $2,500, which I'm not looking forward to spending, I'm, but I'd be looking forward to a summer without air conditioning less. So, would you consider playing Road to Empress on Twitch? I feel like the playthrough of the game would be amazing with your kind of humor. I've never heard of Road to Empress, Beatrix. I want to finish Pragmata, which I think we're like crazy close to finishing right now. Um, and I want to play 007 First Light. So those are kind of the next two games on the docket for Twitch. I also have Lego Batman that I've not started playing, and I want to play it so badly. So I've just got like things in the queue for Twitch, but I'm open to everything. I'm a capital G gamer. I just love the game. So, Michael DeCosimo says, "Hey, from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Never been to Chattanooga. I hear good things though. Oh, you got to play Lego Batman next. I'm only hearing good things about it. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to play for 007 First Light next, Sky Jellyfish, just because it seems like a really quick game. Um, to play through the single player story. It seems like it's going pretty fast. I don't know. I've not read any reviews. I just know that like I woke up this morning and all these Twitch streamers are like, "Oh, I'm playing 007 First Light," and I'm like really jealous. I'm so mad. Um, yeah. I'm just like, you guys should send me video game codes so I don't have to spend money on video games. I'm going to Hastings on Thursday to surprise my sister for her birthday. Well, congratulations. Happy birthday to your sister. Did you ever stream Ghost of Yotei? Not only have I never streamed Ghost of Yotei, I've not played it, Ryan. And I loved Ghost of Tsushima. No, I've not finished Expedition 33, Bween. I'm still like at the very end of Act 3. But I didn't do any of that on stream, so I'll probably do that off stream. I'm glad you bring up Ghost of Tsushima or Ghost of Yotei because I was thinking of doing like Samurai Summer on Twitch because there's not any big releases this summer that I care about. I was like, maybe it'll be a good excuse to go back and play through some of my backlogs. Classic pet monster game, maybe. Monster Rancher 2, Raise a Tiger, Archer vibes, Relay vibes for a physical tiger. It's hard for me to go back to like old game is old, you know. You should also play STS2 with me and Matt. Okay. Oh, have you been playing with Matt? Because he keeps texting me to play, and he texts me at the worst possible times. Goblin. He's always like, "Hey, do you want to play Slay the Spire 2 right now?" I'm like, "I'm literally 8 miles from my house, walking Archer and Leia." Slay the Spire 2 is the answer, spatially. Is Archer bigger than Leia? Yes, he's a lot bigger than Leia. No, but you mentioned he keeps asking. Yeah, he does. And I've not played the multiplayer. I really want to play. Oh, you know what? I really screwed up Goblin. Like I'm actually like genuinely mad about this. There was a Kickstarter like 2 months ago for um the expansion to the board game, Slay the Spire board game, and I just completely missed the Kickstarter. I signed up to get like email for it. I just somehow missed the email. And I was like, the other day, I was like, I wonder what's going on with that Kickstarter. And I checked and it ended like a month ago. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Because the Slay the Spire board game's like maybe my favorite board game. That's why she's always trying to murder Archer, because he's bigger. Yeah. I am late, but actually here for a live for once. Leia. Beautiful Leia. Yeah, meow meow. You're not that late. We only started like less than 10 minutes ago. It's so good. We beat Ascension 10 the other day, and my friend didn't rest at a single campfire. That's insane. I've never loved the game that much. Like I play, Slay the Spire 2, I beat Act 3 with all 4 of the available characters, and then I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm just not gonna touch this until there's gonna be like a new character that comes out. Yes, I will be obsessively watching the World Cup, Beatrix. Actually, Seattle's hosting a few games. Um, I root I root for the US and England. Whichever one is like losing at the time is the one I root for the most. Um, and both of them rarely make it into the second round. So, yeah, it is what it is. Are you in Seattle? I am in Seattle. Sweet stuff. Sandra Vera says, "Hi, just joined. Why is no baby boy Archer? He's getting groomed right now. He's at the groomers." Damn, I am late. Hello there. Violet, you don't have to worry about being late. What's your least favorite dog breed? I don't have a least favorite dog breed. I love all dogs. This is so off topic from your current video games convo. I brought this up once before, just wondering if you consider acupuncture for Leia. It helped my kitty tremendously. I would actively do acupuncture, yes. And my family did that for my childhood huskies as they got older, and that really helped them. But like Leia's mobility is really good. She like she seems uncomfortable sitting. But as far as, like, exercise, she's like, "Let's go." So, yeah. Lauren, I loved Expedition 33. I never beat it. I'm, like, deep into Act 3. People are yelling at me to beat it. Honestly, like, what happened was I played the hell out of it, and then I had to travel, and I traveled for, like, 2 weeks, and then I just, like, couldn't pick it up back again. But I need to get into it because I wanna beat it. Somehow the ending has not been spoiled for me, and I would like to maintain that if possible. How many copies of the Leia U2's plush did sell? Enough. Enough copies sold so that, we're gonna do an Archer plush. We're actively working on the Archer plush right now. I'm still so mad that okay, don't spoil anything else, Sky Jellyfish. I'm sorry to hear that. But I gotta tell you, I don't really care how it ends because the journey was like, like totally worth it. How's Mamathan? She's doing okay. Thank you for asking, Manders. So my mom's uh dog unfortunately passed away last week. So my mom is um quite upset. She's doing okay, all things considered. She she's doing okay. But, yeah, I actually got the text that she was gonna have to put down her dog while I was doing a YouTube live. I had to end the live abruptly, because she texted me letting me know. So, my board gamer? Yes, big time. What was my mom's dog name? Her name was Mina. I am very proud of her though. I was talking to her and she has two dogs, well, had two dogs, Mina and Carla, and they were litter mates and a properly bonded pair. And she was like, "I need Carla to make dog friends." So she called the daycare place where she takes them. She talked to a dog trainer and she's like going out of her way to make sure that like Carla gets as much socialization and makes as many dog friends as possible. And I'm really proud of her for doing that, which is like pretty out of character for my mom actually. But um yeah, she's doing great. So all things considered. Like obviously she's heartbroken, but say more. Favorite board game, most hated. Um, Derbski's card game. I've considered. Like, it's one of my like life goals to design a board game. Crits. Um. Favorite board game right now, honestly, I think is probably still the Slay the Spire board game, which I like better than the video game, which is saying something. It just hits. It just hits. It just really hits. The board game that comes to the table most often is um Terraforming Mars with every expansion. It takes like between 6 and 8 hours to play a game with all the expansions. Um, but my board game group, that's the one that's kind of like in the middle of the Venn diagram if we like all enjoy it. I don't know it's my favorite, but it's probably the one that comes to the table most often. Most hated board game? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if I don't enjoy a game, I'll probably like play it once or twice and then never pick it up again. So Did you play Silk Song? Yes, I never beat Silk Song. I'm just not that good at it. Those real, like, high touch, platformers, like, like, I will only fight a boss, like, 7 times tops, and if it takes more than 7 times, I'm never gonna beat it. I just move on, which is kind of why I've never got super, super far into any Dark Souls game. Is there a board game that most people like that you're not a huge fan of? Yeah, I would say Settlers of Catan. I It's not even that I'm not a fan of it, it's just that, like, I've outgrown it. Like, I played it so much. Oh, yeah, I don't even count those. I don't even count, like, Monopoly. Like, to me, that's not a board game. That's a waste of time. Hey, Jonathan, I didn't see you were live. Don't No need to apologize, Pokemedros. Well, I guess you never said the words. Sorry. Maybe there's a little need to apologize, Pokemedros. But, have the monsters seen snow? Oh, yeah, big time. Yeah. When you design a game, make it about huskies. I would play that. Yeah, I would, Patty. I would. How often are they annoyed with you? Well, LEIA daily. Blackstar says, hello, here, but not as I'm driving home. Okay, well, 10 and 2. Hands at 10 and 2, Blackstar. Daniela says, hey, Jonathan, sending big hugs to beautiful Leia and handsome Archer. Thank you, Daniela. What's your favorite game? Well, board game, currently, it changes. Slay the Spire, the board game right now. Video game, I don't know, man. I don't know. My historic answer would be like a straight up tie between Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 8. I love those like classic PS1 era JRPGs. Like those just slap for me. And I replay those games like maybe once every 3 or 4 years. I would also stick in with like the classic PS1 era. I would throw in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. There have been better Metroidvanias since, but something about it is just like perfect sweet spot for me. And then I would say World of Warcraft as well. I would be remiss if I didn't mention World of Warcraft because I played that game every day for 4 years. And I've been real into Midnight since the Midnight expansion came out. I've been all about it. So yeah. Angeles says, hi, Jonathan. Eileen here. Do I pronounce the S or not? You can make a husky game in the style of Cones of Dunshire. Yeah, I mean, don't even. You want to play Cones of Dunshire? Actually, the game I just played, which I really like, it's called Bitoku. Bitoku. It's very Cones of Dunshire. It's very Cones of Dunshire. There's just like a lot. Are you going to play the last part of FF7 Remake when it comes out? Hell yeah, day one, Trek Boy. Day one. Pronounce pronounce the S long A. Aisling? Aisleen? Aisleen. Okay, got it. Thank you. Why do you always stream when Leia is sleeping? Logan, what do you want from if Leia is awake? I can't. What? There's no way I would be able to manage Leia and the stream at the same time. Yes, Manders, it is, but Cones of Dunshire is known as being like, look how like needlessly complicated it is, and like who would want to learn all of these rules? And yeah, that's why I would recommend like Bitoku. If you want to see what like a real life Cones of Dunshire would be like, I would check out Bitoku because there's like 17. No one element is super complicated, but there's like 17 to 23 different elements that you have to like be aware of. Kristen Aratson says, hello, Jonathan. How many times a day do you walk around your huskies? Honestly, I only do it once. I used to do it a couple times a day, but now I only do it once. But we like yesterday we walked for over 3 hours. So yeah. Yumini says, I only get to watch my boyfriend play and don't actually get to play any game. Dump him, Yumini. He doesn't let you play? Dump him. Dump his ass. Dump him. That's how I wooed my wife, by the way. Is she is like she was coming to hang out and we were going to go see a concert and we met up at a bar beforehand and she was coming from a date and it was like a barbecue and the guy didn't feed her anything and he was like, "Oh, we have some salad over there if you want." And I ordered cheese curds at this bar and the cheese curds showed up. I was like, "You can have some cheese curds if you want. Like, please help yourself." And she was like, "No, I'm okay." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna eat these cheese curds. They're pretty good." So I was eating these fried cheese curds, and then she got incredibly then, like, within, like, 2 minutes, she started eating cheese curds. I had to order a second basket, and she was just bitching about this date that she'd just come from where the guy didn't feed her. Anyway, we've been together for 11 years now, so Ducktail Leia live stream? I mean, I will never do a walking live stream. I tried one time. It was bad. For a lot of reasons. I mean, one, it's I find that I can do 2 things at once. I can't do 3 things at once. So I can like walk the dogs and point the camera at them, but I can't interact with the chat. Or I can walk the dogs and interact with the chat, but then the camera's all over the place. Or I can point the camera at the dogs and interact with the chat, but we're not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So like that's very hard for me to do with like a live stream. And then the other reason is like I don't want to necessarily dox myself. So I think if I'm just like, and now we're gonna take a look, you can just like look on a map and be like, there he is, get him. I don't want to do that. So yeah. Are you going to be playing the upcoming horror game, The Good Dog Chasing Shadow, co-op horror title where you take on the role of a dog working to protect your human? You can choose the breed. Never heard of it, Trek Boy. Never heard of it, but I will look into it. No, the bathroom incident was not the weirdest fan interaction. I think the weirdest was probably I don't know. I actually do have an answer, but I don't wanna say it. I don't wanna say it because I don't want the person to feel bad. Like, they were very sweet. They were being very, very sweet, but the way they went about doing it, I would not necessarily recommend. Um, and I don't wanna single anyone out. So, my ex told me they want a husky Malamute mix for the husky personality, and I was so curious what's wrong with her to want that. I mean, she almost certainly wants a romantic partner who loves her and hates her more than anything. Um, that's pretty much the common thread for people who like huskies. Where's Leia? I only see a fluffy blanket with ears. I don't know. It's the perfect camouflage. Do the huskies watch TV? No, they don't. Grits. They don't. Does the stream end when Leia wakes up? No, I'm gonna go for an hour. I'm sorry it's like so boring. I'm sorry you're just looking at a picture of a dog uh napping. But I'm gonna have to pick Archer up from the groomers in like an hour and a half. And I just have like other stuff that I need to do. Like I have a pretty big to-do list. Like there is going to be a Q&A that's going up today on which actually was supposed to go up yesterday, but I completely forgot that it was Memorial Day here in the US yesterday. There's a QA that's going up on the YouTube channel members and Patreon today. I haven't posted a video yet today. I'm editing a video. It's you might have seen it on my Instagram stories yesterday. It's Archer barking at the crows. So that video is going to go up today, and I'm working on some sponsored content, and they just sent me a bunch of feedback, and so I have to update the script, film a couple more things. Hopefully, I can get through some editing from that. So I mean, Manders, yeah, me too. But like, I like kind of, I don't know. I feel like I talk about this all the time. but it's still like weirdly I forget the reach that Archer and Leia have because 99% of it is just like I experience it as like notifications on my phone. You know what I mean? Like I'm just seeing your chat come through on my phone. This could all be AI. This could be an AI ruse. Every single one of you. I don't know. But Archer gonna be all handsome this afternoon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. But it's pouring out in Seattle. Everything's so muddy. So when I walk them tonight, he's gonna get dirty. I'm preemptively annoyed about it. But yeah. Favorite late night TV host. If you had a spot on late night TV, what would the Huskies do? Letterman's stupid pet trick was so iconic. I don't know. I mean, well, my favorite late night TV host is Conan. Like Conan had an outsized role on the influence of like what I find funny. Um, as far as like what Archer and I would do, I don't know. They don't do it. They don't do a ton of tricks. None of us are real. That's what I'm saying, plebits. That's my point. What if you and the Huskies are AI? I mean, that's you can't rule that out. How did it go with the editor company you worked with? Any updates on that? Yeah, actually, it's going great now. Now it's going great. As we're working on like a bunch of long form videos. Yeah, I have you on my phone and on my TV, Jonathan. Thank you, Yasmin. That sounds awful. Just an echo of me. Ugh. I'm sorry, but thank you. I miss Craig. You know, I assume you're talking about Craig Ferguson. Randomly, Wolfos, I used to work with his wife's brother briefly, like completely randomly. Like we followed each other on Instagram, and I was like, there are a lot of pictures of Craig Ferguson on his Instagram, and then uh yeah, he was working for a company that I was contracting with, and then like one of his coworkers was like, "Yeah, like Craig Ferguson's his brother-in-law." I was like, "How would I know that?" No, I didn't know that. How would I know that? Anyway, he's a very nice guy. Him and Conan were my favorites. Yeah, I mean Conan is my favorite. Oh my god, you really do know everyone. Well, I don't know Craig Ferguson. Also, also, my friend's wife did work for Craig Ferguson. She was like a PA on his show for like 2 years. She said he's a dick. She said she the only story she told me was, and that this was like years ago. I have no this might be apocryphal. I don't This was like 15 years ago. I have no idea how true it is or is not, but this is what she said. She was like, "Yeah, he went on a diet, so he banned like all sugar from the cafeteria for everyone." And she was like, "I just wanted like a piece of chocolate, and like I couldn't do that because he banned it from the office." So she said he was a dick and hated working for him. But I don't know. Does Leia have big plans for Pride Month? I mean, well, she just wears her bandana. I put the Pride bandana on her, and that's pretty much it. So I might put some Pride merch up on the shop. I don't know. We'll see. It depends. It's shockingly hard to like, because I don't feel good like selling Pride merch unless like I'm donating to some organization. But I also don't want to like advertise that I'll be donating to an organization without their buy-in, because they might not want to associate themselves with my brand. So it's I've DM'd a few places, but I haven't had any responses yet. So just saw you on YouTube short. Thanks, Mars VR Gaming. You recently mentioned a brand partnership. Yeah, I'm working on it actively today. Have you thought of getting her a bandana with the bicolors? I have, Sky Jellyfish, but honestly, like I don't need to like limit it. I don't want to be like only bi people, trans people, you're on your own. You know what I mean? Like that's why I just like the pride flag. Yeah, I think that does an effective job of communicating solidarity. Do you do anything with the ASPCA? No, I never have. No. Ignacio says, "Hello from Argentina. Hello from North Seattle, Ignacio. Thank you for being here." Thank you, Jason. Yeah, I'll try. Even though I'm an avid LGBTQ member, I keep forgetting that Pride Month is next month. Well, yeah, it's coming up. It's June. How did you get Archer's approved for this live? Well, he's getting groomed right now. So he's not here at the moment. Yeah. So I just learned that your time zone is 9 hours behind my time zone. Cool. So you're somewhere in Europe. Tess with a 5 Canadian dollar super chat. Thank you. Can you put a bow or scarf on Leia soon? I mean, I'm not going to do it on the live, Tess. Thank you so much for the 5 Canadian dollars, but I'm not going to do it on the live. She's snoozing. She doesn't want me to bother her. I know it's just like a boring still image that you're looking at, and I apologize for that, but I don't want to mess with her if she just wants to snooze. I think Archer might be offended you left him out. He'll be okay, Sky Jellyfish. He'll survive. From the Netherlands. Oh, I love the Netherlands. I spent a magical weekend there once. It was a long weekend. Yeah, I generated image. Yeah. Um, it's my birthday in 2 months on July 2nd. Well, happy early birthday. That's less than 2 months. That's like 7 weeks, something like that, 6 weeks. What's the most embarrassing thing the Huskies have done? Um, Leia was a puppy. She was probably about 10 months old, and there was a young couple. This is before we brought Archer home. So there was a young couple who was having a picnic in the field next to the dog park with their cat. They had their cat on a leash, and I was taking Leia back to the car after being at the dog park, and she saw this cat, and she took off running, and she ran to go meet the cat, and she would not listen to me. She was dodging me as I kept trying to catch her. She absolutely crashed this couple's picnic. Insult to injury, they didn't speak English. So there was like a weird like I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not racist. I'm sorry my dog is ruining your day." It was bad. It was real bad. So, that's probably the most embarrassing thing they've ever done, and I finally, like, picked Leia up and carried her back to the but they had already, like, put their picnic away, they were, like, leaving. Like, we legit ruined their romantic date, and I feel really bad about it. I feel really bad about it. I kinda forgot about that. I forgot that ever happened until you asked me what the most embarrassing. Well, I didn't say that out loud, Crits, but I was like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." Um, yeah, no, I think I don't think they appreciated it, Sky Jellyfish. Like, I could see the humor at the time. Of course, I saw the humor at the time, but I was like, you guys are being super cool about this." I was just like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." But also, they had a picnic with a cat next to a dog park. So, like, a little bit, like, situational awareness, people. But also, yeah. No, it was Manders. I mean, it was cute, but it was absolute chaos. And I think they were probably like scared. They were probably scared that Leia was going to hurt their cat. And she would never hurt the cat intentionally. I don't think she would have even accidentally hurt the cat, but she just like she was a puppy. She was 10 months old and she just like loved the hell out of cats. So it was a lot. It was chaos. It was really, really, really bad. And at the time I was like, yo, this would make great content, but obviously I didn't film any of it. I wasn't gonna be like, let me get my camera out. I was just really embarrassed, and Sorry. I mean, I love cats, Violet. Archer and Leia grew up with cats. I had 2 cats. Unfortunately, they both passed. They lived to be 19 and 18, and I brought them home when they were 6 weeks old. So, Archer and Leia love cats. So, Wolfos, you have no idea. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It's the kind of thing where, like, if I remember it, my back starts sweating. Yeah. I would be honored to have a husky crash my picnic, but maybe not if it looked like it could hurt my cat. Just my yeah, yeah. Have they ever escaped? One time, sky jellyfish. One time they escaped. No, twice. Twice they escaped. The first time I was like doing work and I heard Archer crying. I was like, that's weird that Archer's crying. And I came out on the deck and he was like jumping on the fence, like pawing at the fence. And I was like, "What is he doing? What's going on over there?" And I looked over the fence and I saw the neighbor's cat in the middle of the yard. I was like, "Huh, I guess he wants to get to that cat." And then I saw Leia running circles around the cat. And I was like, "Oh my God, Leia's in the neighbor's yard." And Leia had like figured out how to open the gate and she got in the neighbor's yard to meet the cat and play with the cat. And so like I ran over there and grabbed Leia. I was like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." So anyway, now I keep the gate locked. And then the second time, I actually did make a video about it. I was on a client call with a client in Rome, actually, and they were doing me a favor meeting me. It was so late for them because the time distance is so great. Um, and I was just on like a Zoom call, and there's a knock on my door. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, I have to get this. And it's my next door neighbor, and she was like, "Hey, did you forget something in my yard?" And I was like, "What? What are you saying?" She was like, "Your dogs are in my yard." I was like, "Oh my God, oh no." So, they broke through the fence. They put a hole in the fence and went through. So those are the 2 times that they escaped, but in both cases, they only got as far as the neighbor's yard. 2 different neighbors. Like, this is actually the cat before Max Manders, who was also an all black cat, just like Max. I actually just had one of the most humiliating moments of my life just a couple years ago. Haven't been able to stop thinking about it since. Yeah, you gotta move on, Wolfos. Go to therapy, move forward. You'll survive. Haley says, "How are you?" I'm maintaining. Thank you for asking, Haley. What is stronger, Leia's love for cats or Leia's love for Simba? Cats. 10 out of 10 times. She'd be like, "Bye, Simba. There's a kitty cat over there." Yeah, this is a very easy question to answer. Please, I get happy birthday from Leia and Archer for my birthday tomorrow. Yeah, happy early birthday, Chloe. HBD. Leia stirred when you were talking about her crimes. I didn't clock that, Sky Jellyfish. By the way, my husband and baby are back. Congratulations, Shannon. Welcome back to your husband and baby. I was worried you'd lost them forever, but they returned. If you love something, set it free. If it's meant to be, it'll come back to you. But tangentially related, but I've never seen a dog more nugget potato shaped than baby Leia. She really was. She really was a little potato, wasn't she? Yeah, she was. That's a good point. Yumini says, I am working right now, but cannot focus at all, and I don't care at all. I mean, that's the correct attitude. That is the correct attitude. Leia, everyone's saying that you gave us a really great stretch. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay. I won't do that again. I love how much Leia, Archer and Leia are different in personality. Yeah, they have pretty unique personalities, I think. Was it hot there today? No, it's so cold here today, which is actually nice because my air conditioning is broken. Oh, Leia, I thought you were going to expose your belly for us. Does Leia ever lie belly up like when Archer goes for a drive? Yes, but she only does it in like 90-second bursts. You know, Archer will sleep like that for hours, but Leia's like, I'm here for 45 seconds and then she'll roll back over. Yeah, me too, J9. Me too. Uh Thank you, very. I also share my birthday with Sir Christopher Lee. P.S. Sorry about the spelling. I'm not good at it. That's fine. I don't judge. The way you read these chat messages is so elegant. Corey, you were literally the first and only person who has ever described anything I have ever done as elegant. How offended would she be if you tried to take her for a drive? I mean, I don't think we'd ever get to the point, Sky Jellyfish, where I could. Like, she just would not cooperate in the slightest. Um, so yeah, he is so handsome after a grooming. My favorite part is his chest actually matters because it's just so bright white. Christopher Lee was and will always be a legend. That is true, Dave. Just Dave. He is a really cool dude who has killed many people before. Didn't need to add that detail, but in addition to being a legendarily talented actor, he's got blood on his hands. But like Nazi blood, so that's just rad. She may actually bite you if you tried. I don't think so. I mean, I don't think so. She's never hurt me before. So she might be vocal and snappy, but she has never hurt me before. She is very bean shaped. That's a good way of describing her, Sky Jellyfish. Is it really raining there? I don't hear the rain. I mean, it's rainy. I don't think it's raining presently, but it is overcast. You can see how wet the deck is. So it's just kind of off and on all day. Have you seen that clip of Vincent Price calling Christopher Lee a bitch? I have not, Wolfos, but I will be Googling that. Thank you for that gift. When you play a board game, do they behave? A friend no. Okay, so they would never eat like the miniatures or anything like that, but they don't behave. Actually, that's why I lose more board games than I win because I'm constantly getting up and dealing with the dogs. Watching Leia sleep makes me want to take a nap. Oh, Maggie, me too. Me too. Go take a nap, Maggie. It's okay. You don't have to be here for every VOD. It's okay. I appreciate your presence whenever you grace me with it. Lena says, "Hey, I've got the exact same view of the Huskies here as in that Sleeping Beauty Leia. Only difference is one of the girls keeps throwing me dirty looks because I'm apparently bothering her. I mean, I don't. I think if you polled Leia right now, she would be like, "Yeah, you can leave." Do they enjoy it when you have guests over? They do, Sky Jellyfish. But they also just like they also do this. Like guests come over and they get really excited and they say hi, and then like 45 seconds later, they just go lie back down. So my son is not ready to take a nap yet. Okay, yeah, well, Maggie, I guess you're awake. I'm sorry. What are your thoughts on the new Lord of the Rings Hunt for Golem movie? I literally don't have thoughts on it. I'm sorry. Hope says, "You're live." I was taking care of my new baby kittens. I took in a stray pregnant cat mom a few weeks ago. She had kittens this weekend. Hope, I am so jealous. I am so jealous. I want a pile of kittens. I am so jealous. The only thing I'm not jealous about is dealing with like the actual birthing of the kittens. That sounds gooey and gross. But everything else, I mean, Sky Jellyfish, that is correct. Yeah. I'm taking a nap with this running in the background, so I wake up to see Leia. Oh, that's very sweet, Ash. Apparently, in The Lord of the Rings, he argued with Peter Jackson about if people's. Yeah, I know. That's a great anecdote. Yeah. Fun fact, our cat gave birth on top of me while I was sleeping when I was like 4. That's wild, Sky Jellyfish. That's wild. Ever run into a celebrity and were awestruck? Bumped into Ian McKellen when I was cat sitting in London. That could do it. That's kind of the scale that it would take for me to be awestruck. No, I've not run into that many celebrities before. The only celebrity I ever, like, literally bumped into was Rosie O'Donnell. She was getting out of a car, and I, like, kinda bumped into her. I was like, "Oh, excuse me." And she's like, "Oh, excuse me." And then I, like, took a couple steps. I was like, "Wait, w was that Rosie O'Donnell?" And I turned around, and son of a bitch, it was. So, yeah. It was in New York, so, of course, if you're gonna bump into a celebrity, it would be in New York or in LA, so, it wasn't like wasn't out of nowhere, wasn't and it was outside of the theater where she was in the cast for, I think it was Fiddler on the Roof. So, it was like I was in a Rosie O'Donnell space, you know what I mean? So, I wasn't like, "What are the odds?" It was like, actually, they were pretty high. Um, but yeah. Yeah, I think she wanted to give birth on the bottom bunk of my brother's bed, but I happened to be there. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it, Sky Jellyfish. Uh, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that, Wolfos. Well, that's nice. I'm sorry, Nazem. Archer is getting groomed right now, so he's not here. He's at the groomers. Met Lou Ferrigno. Oh, I would love that. Yeah, I guess I've met some people at comic conventions, but like most of the people I met were like, I wouldn't really call them celebrities. I mean, I guess they are. I also don't really count it if they're, like, at a table and you walk up to them and get their autograph. That's different. That's like, you're going out there. Like, I have a buddy who goes to a bunch of comic conventions, and he, like, always pays the money to, like, get the picture with the, like, Marvel actor. So he's got a bunch of pictures with him, like, with Marvel actors. I'm just like, I would never I don't care enough. So, I'm so sad Jason David Franco, passed away. Green Ranger, right? Tommy, right? Which dog is older? Leia is older. How does Archer react to grooming? Poorly, Evely. Very, very, very poorly. I gave him trazodone, and they still have to muzzle him. So, you know The Rock? You know him personally, Maggie? How do you know How do you know him? How have you never told me this before? Bumped into Shaquille O'Neal once sneaking into a hotel. Amber, were you sneaking into the hotel, or was Shaq sneaking into the hotel? Jonathan, you want more hair to clean? I don't know. I mean, what? I was working to be clear. Okay. Were you a thief? Is that why you were sneaking into the hotel? You're like, "Oh, this is my job." What's your favorite British comedy? Mine is Oh, Dr. Beeching. You made that up, Chloe. There's no way that's a real show. Oh, Dr. Beeching. Look at you. How we do go on, Dr. Beeching. That's you absolutely made that up. There's no way that's a real show. Got a favorite album? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. My best friend and The Rock are cousins. Okay. That's yeah, you really yeah, get me cast in a Jumanji film, Maggie. What are we even doing? I was literally just emailing someone named Dr. Beechings. Just got fucking paranoid right now. That's pretty good. Do you ever get a British red coat? No, I don't think I would do that. I don't think I would do that, Hornet. I wouldn't certainly wouldn't go out of my way to buy one. Do you go to the UK to visit your dad's family, Jonathan? I wonder how your accent would be then. I used to all the time, Nazem. I used to spend every summer there when I was growing up. But I haven't been in a long time. I haven't been in too long, like since before the pandemic. You can replace Jack Black and be Shelley O'Brien. Is that a character from the I forget character names, like, immediately. I know I've seen the Jumanji films, but I've only seen them once. So, oh my gosh, that's it. You give me Jack Black vibes. Earth Kyoshi, I literally cannot tell you the number of times I've heard that in my life. I just wanna be the mysterious main character, and everyone I encounter is like, "Nope, you're the plucky comic relief." Like, "Great, wonderful, awesome." Which celebrity reminds you of Leia? I'm gonna level with you, Fluff and Mac and Cheese. That's a very good question, and I have never put any thought into it before. That is a very good question, though. Let me get back to you. Let me mull that over for a couple of days. Your ferret video was hilarious. Hope you made it out of there without Leia having ferret nuggets. We did somehow. We did. That was a couple years ago. We've not encountered a ferret at the dog park since, but yeah. Like Dr. Clawn and Inspector Gadget, I guess. The stream has the vibe of this not being the first YouTube live stream, and yet my chronically online self has never seen a Derpski stream in the wild. I mean, I try to do them twice a week. My dad was a mortgage lender and worked with a lot of celebrities and sports players. Okay, oh, that's awesome, Maggie. That's cool as hell. I only take them to daycare, Yamini. They saved Archer's life. They are the ones who noticed that Archer was having trouble breathing, and they rushed him to the hospital. They saved his life. So for that reason, I will always go to them. Do you believe things can be overrated? I find sometimes people like to talk down to you if you like something popular. No, I mean, there are 2 points there. There are yeah, yes, I do, but also I don't judge anyone for their tastes. I I I I don't view it as, like, a moral failing if you like media that I think is, like, boring. You know what I mean? I did. Sky Jellyfish, I did. Celebrity Leia equivalent is Angelina Jolie, circa Laura Croft. That's the you're not far off, Earth Kyoshi. What's my favorite show? Haley. I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna say Archer, the cartoon show. It's pretty up there. It's definitely in my top 10 for sure. Like, there's a reason I named my dog after it. Um, Stormy and Bween doing God's work, just trading off every 30 seconds who gets to say that Archer's at the groomers. I will send my best friend a text message asking her to talk to her cousin about you being in a Jumanji film. Maggie, please don't do that. That would be that's really sweet of you to offer. That's the sweetest thing on the planet. I can tell you right now, don't waste the text message. It's okay. YouTube, please have a pin feature, LMAO. Yeah. Yeah, for real. If anyone needs a cheesy ass movie that gets a bit better as time goes on, watch Vertical Limit. Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Question mark. I think I've only seen like the first season and a half of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Can't believe you named Archer after the Bob's Burgers guy. You talking about Coach McGurk? Don't even get me started on Coach McGurk. Now I'm interested in what kind of character you will do in Jumanji. I mean, me too. Yeah. I love that people keep updating us on where Archer is. It helps those of us who join late. I wish they bring back Legend of the Seeker, but they probably ruin it. I have no idea what Legend of the Seeker is. What is Legend of the Seeker? Sounds like a Disney Channel thing. Leia's Dakota Johnson. That's good. Crits, that's good. Yeah. I kind of think I kind of think yeah, that's good. Oh good, you know home movies. Yeah, Sky Jellyfish. I don't quote the deep magic to me, witch. I was there when it was written. Sorry for calling you a witch. I was going for a thing. Have you played the Dune Imperium board game? It's my favorite. Yes, I love it, but it never comes to the I love it. But it never comes to the table because my wife is lukewarm on it. She doesn't like how she doesn't it's a psychological thing. It's a completely arbitrary psychological thing, but she likes games where you can score like a ton of points. So, and Dune Imperium, it's like first to 10. As soon as someone hits 10 victory points, then that triggers the end of the game. And yeah, so she's not crazy wild about it, so it doesn't come to the table that often. But I love Dune Imperium. It's such a good game. And whatever the like expansion slash sequel slash revision is called, I can't remember what it's called. It's like Dune Imperium Uprising, I think. Maybe that's the definitive version. Do you Clank? You know, I've never played Clank. I see it every time I go to the board game store, and I'm like, should I buy this? I really like the cover art, but I've never played it. Have you watched this new Star Wars movie yet? No. Chloe, honestly, I have no interest to see the new Star Wars movie. I have absolutely no interest to see the new Star Wars movie. It looks real bad. I actually canceled my Disney Plus subscription because they were like, "Oh, we're gonna renew you, and it's gonna be $180 a year." And I was like, "I just don't watch this enough," so I didn't renew it. Um. Uh. Yeah. I mean, I think I will watch the new Star Wars film on an airplane. Do you play the Final Fantasy games? Yes. Akijura. I played most of them. And I talked about this at the start of the live, but I would rank 7 and 8 as two of my favorite games of all time. All caps. You don't know Legend of the Seeker? What is it? Is it a movie? Is it a show? Is it a thing? Is a book series an amazing TV show, not Disney? Okay, I don't know it. I'm sorry, actually, Irish. I don't know it. I apologize. It's up there with Xena and Hercules. Okay, well, I remember when those were on television, but I never watched them. I mean, I was a little kid, but yeah. You should check out the board game Fire Tower. It's not really a 4 points board game, but the basic premise is catching your opponent's tower on fire while defending your own. Okay, Dave, this is great. You answered a question that I didn't have. My buddy Matt, who is a recurring character on the Twitch channel, he was just talking to me. He was like, I love tower defense games. Is there a tower defense board game? I was like, there probably is, but I don't know one. And it sounds like you just described a tower defense board game, Fire Tower. I will let him know. Hot take: Final Fantasy VIII is better than 7. I'm gonna level with you, Invoke. I agree with you. I agree with you, but I do think eight's battle system is broken. It is hilariously broken. I don't care. Also, everything I know about love, I learned from Final Fantasy VIII. 10 is the best Final Fantasy. I need to replay 10 because I played it when it came out 25 years ago. And I remember being like, I'm not wild about the story. Um, and at the time, I was really disappointed there wasn't like a big world map. Play 9. I like 9. I was really not wild about the story for 9. I was just like, I don't care about this love story. Disney Plus is a lifesaver in our household. Yeah, I mean, if Maggie, if I had a young Oliver, I think I would go all in on Disney Plus as well. But yeah, everyone order an Archer mug today. Thank you, Kaylee. Thank you. That's very sweet of you to say. I played a few and still enjoy 7 the most. I mean, the materia system's so fun. It's so fun. I also think Persona is a better series overall than Final Fantasy. I played Persona 3 Reload, never beat it, and I played and beat Persona 5, not Persona 5 Royal, and I loved Persona 5. I was like, this is the greatest game I've ever played in my life. But that's it. That's my experience with Persona, just those two. Anto with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. What was the worst thing your Huskies ever got into? Mine got into a Bible a couple days ago. Okay, well, I don't think that's too bad. If they're walking in the light of the Lord, I don't think you can get too mad about that. The worst thing they ever got into, I don't know. They're actually pretty good. They don't really eat stuff they're not supposed to. Both of them. Even Archer. The Gilded Ghost said, "Dude, I didn't know you do live streams. Love your content." Well, thank you, Gilded Ghost. Thanks for being here. How did you come up with Archer and Leia's nicknames? Well, it wasn't conscious, Haley. It wasn't conscious. It just kind of happened. And I think Leia Butt is from just like when I'm walking her, I'm just like looking at her floofy booty the whole time because that's what's facing me. I think. I don't know. I just kind of started calling her that. I didn't put much thought into it. And Archer Bug, when he was a puppy, he was a big time cuddle bug, and my wife actually started calling him Bug, and I didn't like the nickname for like a week. I was like, Okay, we'll call him Bug. We'll call him Bug," and now I use Archer and Bug completely interchangeably. Chicken Queen Archer is getting groomed at the moment. I'm sorry, he's not here. He's off getting groomed. Stormy. Stormy. Stormy, that wrecked me. That was so good. Everyone say thank you, Stormy. Everyone say thank you, Stormy. Hi, Jonathan. I've had an awful start to the week, and seeing Princess Leia snooze is just the medicine I need on this late lunch break. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that, Katrina. Thank you for being here. I'm glad we could help. Since Leia is only Sharky with you, does that mean she's the most cuddly with Husky Mom? Yeah, she's great. Yeah, she listens to her mom. She does not. She does not listen to me. Yeah. Yeah, Stormy is crashing out a little bit. Jonathan, you got to put the info in the stream title next time. I did. I said all Leia, no Archer. That's literally the first words of the stream title. How do they handle the heat? Do they like water? Yeah, I can't drag them out of water, Hope, except for baths. They hate baths. Yeah. Hey guys, where's Archer? I'm really J9. I've not finished Pragmata yet. I loved it. I'm having a blast with it. I've been playing it on stream. Oh my God, Violet! Thank you so much with a €6 super chat. Signing off. Sadly, not the end of the stream, but I have to get up at 6:30, and the heat is killing me. Bye bye, fluffy monsters and Jonathan, of course. I'm literally gonna end the stream in like 60 seconds, so you're not missing out on much. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Stormy's gonna ban you, Jonathan. I mean, much deserved, frankly, much deserved. In our defense, Jonathan, we do the read the title. We just see that you're live and click. At least I do. I mean, that is fair nasm. I mean, that's what I do when a creator I like goes live. Are you playing the 007 game? Yes, I will be playing it. I will be playing it on stream. I'm very, very, very excited about it. I hope it doesn't suck. Stormy is going to hire Leia to take you out later on the Husky Walk. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Anto with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Do they like ice cubes as a snack? As a snack, no. Sometimes they'll chase ice cubes around, but they get bored with them pretty quick. I will stay then for a couple of minutes. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm just gonna end the live right now. I'm looking at the clock, and I gotta be done in 5 minutes. So I should just end the live right here, so I can go to the bathroom and grab a drink. And then I probably have to go pick up Archer from the groomers. So, where do you stream your playing games? Twitch, twitch.tv/Siberian Derpskis. Twitch.tv/Siberian Derpskis. I also post the schedule here on YouTube. It'll be on the post tab. I'm working on the June schedule right now, which will go up sometime this week. Honestly, I'm ready with the June schedule. I'm just waiting to see. I applied to be on Twitch front page next month. I'm just waiting to see if they accepted me. So we'll see. I apply every month. So, um, but yeah, hey guys, thank you so much for being here. Everyone say thank you, Stormy. You guys, it was just a good hangout session. Thanks for hanging out with us. Sorry, like Leia didn't budge. It wasn't the most visually interesting stream, but look at her. Look at her. She's so annoyed with me. I love her so much. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for everything. I will be live again on Thursday, and I'll be live tomorrow on twitch.tv/Siberian Derpskis. Thank your mods. Go out there and thank your mod today. And yeah, we'll talk soon. So thanks for everything. Bye for now. Bye.